We've got high hopes for this contest with these two fighters. Should be a really good matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
Todd, always a pleasure to work with you. Always a pleasure.
Time for our tale of the tape. First up, we have Bugzy Malone. A lot of questions surrounding what his skill level will be. We're going to find out right here, right now. And up against him, it's Jake LaMotta. 5 foot 8 inches tall, 160 pounds with a reach of 67 inches.
There is no joke about this. Someone is going to get hurt, the other is going to get embarrassed. Let's make sure they measure up well.
Bugzy Malone. Yes, you heard that right. The UK rapper going to try his hand at the sweet science. Here comes the Bronx Bull, Jake LaMotta. Here comes a man so legendary they made a movie about him starring Robert De Niro. But this is the real deal. Stay long with Jake LaMotta, and even that may not be good enough.
They have waited for this fight for so long, Todd. This is ridiculous.
This bout is scheduled for 15 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Manchester, England, here is the multi-talented and popular rapper, Bugzy Malone. Fighting out of the blue corner, from the Bronx, New York, with 106 fights in his remarkable career, presenting one of boxing's all-time greats, the middleweight champion of the world, introducing the Raging Bull, Jake LaMotta.
The fans are ready, and it looks like the fighters are now ready.
Close the door, close the curtains. This is it. Let me enjoy myself right now.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. So here we go. Should be a good one. Caution being thrown to the wind. That counter punch caught him clean. Straight right just misses. And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
You have certain fighters that are born for this, that are made for the big crowd. And looking at that corner right there, that is that fighter right there. They have elevated, lifted, it's like they're not touching the ground. This is what they were born for.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. How about that time counter shot? Both men step back for just a moment. That counter shot lands. Beautiful counter punch. Straight right just misses. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
This is the type of fighter that would say, I don't even want rounds. Let's just fight until one of us can't stand up anymore.
Sluggers just want to mow you down. They want to walk straight through as though you do not exist. You've got to be fit for this one.
Throws the jab and doesn't score. Nice counter shot. Nice counter shot. Good idea, but misses with the left hook. Nice idea with the hook, but that's blocked. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. perfect counter lands. Let's talk about Malone in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Big deep breaths. Big deep breaths.
Still landing your power shots. Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away.
Switch on, switch on. You've been coasting this fight. Now you're going back into it.
The jab's working nice. Those 1-2 straight line. You can't miss him. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Great round. Just stay.
Take away that confidence. Stop him in his tracks.
So just keep him on the end of his jab. Get your timing up.
Get your mind back. Get your focus back. Get that jab back. Just box him. Beat
him there a little bit. Just vary it up a little bit so you can't figure it out. Great.
Here we go. Round 2. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
This fighter has that swarmer's mentality, taking away an opponent's reach, getting on the inside and just banging and banging and banging.
A swarmer, a good swarmer, will get inside you like a bee. Like a bee just pickpocketing, stinging you whenever you leave yourself open. A swarmer is the worst kind of fight to fight.
He threw a punch and just got countered. That uppercut just missed. Big shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. Nice counter. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. They are not going to let this one go to the judges. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Is he going to punch himself out, though? Punch, counter punch. Holding nothing back here in the round. Missing with the hook. Beautiful counter shot. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Malone in that last round. That was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
He's ready to go.
Okay, now you've let him back into the fight that round. Right, let's go out there.
But you've got to be smart. Otherwise, he'll see it and he'll ride it out. Go out there.
Just take the round off, win the round on your jab, and then breathe.
Already. The right hand's beautiful. I said, start just sticking a few body shots in there a little bit. Just vary it up a little bit so you can't figure it out. Great. Just stay focused.
Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? That round was complete domination. Let's hold that thought. Whoa, the Raging Bull in real trouble. Disaster averted. it, it seems. We continue on.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Well, Johnny, we're a couple rounds in. What are you seeing so far?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. You've got to relax.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. It's bombs away. Throwing the hook, but it doesn't score. Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable doing this, why are you giving him that chance to dance that dance? Step out the way, boxing. Frustrating because if you let him get away with it, he blows you down.
Back and forth they go. Neither fighter willing to back down.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Good counter punching. They stop the hook there. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Well done with that counter shot. A perfect counter shot. Just missing with the uppercut. Good counter punch. Those counter punches have to hurt. Catch and shoot. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Malone in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fighter. Get out there and get the job done.
The same again. Don't change too much yet. Keep doing what you're doing.
Get out there and switch on. Get this boxing back together.
Thinking, you were smart, you weren't loading up, but you were still landing your power shots. Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the defense and remember what you do.
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
A lot of effort being exerted here. And he scores with the counter. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
They exchange punches. shot. Swing and a miss with the left uppercut. Nice defense avoiding the right uppercut. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
He needs to be careful not to punch himself out. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Malone in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what they have in store for us in the next one.
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Ready to go. He's absolutely shattered. He's hurt. He's ready to
Back into the fight. You're much better than this guy. You're much better. He's not even...
finish him. The jab's working nice. Goes 1-2 straight down the middle. You can't miss him. Great work. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Great work.
Back into the fray here in round 5. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That left hook missed. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over. Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Nice counter punch. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Incredible work rate. Nice counter. Stamina is off the charts. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Does not score. His stamina is off the charts. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Malone in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape.
There's a lot on the line here.
Great round, now relax. You were thinking, you were smart.
Stick one in the jab and then start gathering your pace and win this.
You forget the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the defense on the end.
Terrible round that is. Come on, you've let him back in the fight. You're much better than this guy. You're much better. He's not in your league. Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together and go out there and put it back on him this round.
This is the beginning of round 6. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
And he scores with the counter. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. He threw a punch and just got countered. Well done with that counter shot. Unlucky to miss with that jab. Stamina is off the charts. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you. And so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Good counter punch. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Do you believe this? Is he going to punch himself out, though? And that jab just missed with the left hand. Oh, the Raging Bull just got clipped. It really takes something to put Jake LaMotta down, and he just did it. They knew it when they threw it. The perfect body shot, and no one's standing up to that one.
I need to see that again.
Talking about LaMotta in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
Love the response, though. Got back up, took a deep breath, thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
It's not over yet.
However, the right hand's beautiful. I said, start just sticking it.
Let him back into it. I need you to focus on what you're doing. You don't.
Just stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Don't give him no free shots. Keep smart. The jab's working nice. There's 1-2 straight down the middle. We can't miss it.
There's the bell to start round 7. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit, and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. He missed with that jab. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. The work rate is down. The head isn't moving as well, Johnny. Fatigue is starting to set in.
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again and the fight will be over.
Raging Bull is dazed! And right back into the fray.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
He misses with that jab. The perfect counter lands. He threw a punch and just got countered. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? The straight right just misses. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Malone in that last round. We'll see how much endurance these two fighters have.
Because when you talk about championship material,
He's ready to go. He's absolutely shattered. He's hurt.
Come on, do you want to win this fight? Switch on, switch on. You've been
Ride it out. Go out there and finish him. Good work.
quiet and he's going to be confident. You're going to take that confidence away. Go out in...
Good work. Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away. Think about the defense and remember what you do. Good work. Just the same again. Don't change too much yet.
There's the bell to start round 8. That 1 minute break surely wasn't enough for him to completely recover.
an amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crust. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
All right, Jay, and the Raging Bull is down. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
Even I've got to see that again. Where did that come from?
Many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
A knockout victory? That is... Todd, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout, that's an assassination. What a shot!